Hello, I am Mr. G. I am very sorry I can't be there with you tonight. I got COVID on Friday and I am vastly recovered, but didn't want to take a risk of getting anybody sick. So you get a video and not the real me tonight. I am very sorry about that. I hope to meet you in the future face to face. I know I'll meet all your students face to face real soon. I will be 100% ready to go next week to start teaching. So, as I said, I'm Mr. G. It says Mr. Garnier on your schedules, but I find that Mr. Garnier is kind of hard to pronounce, so I always go by Mr. G. And that's the way your students will get to know me as well. First thing, before I tell you a bit about myself, is grab a flyer. There's one right by the front door there on the table. Grab one of those flyers. That's going to give you all the information that you could need, and it's got my contact information as well. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about myself. This video is actually just going to loop, which might be a little obnoxious, but if you're coming in part way, just know that this video is going to loop back again. So this is myself and my wife. I'm the tall one with the beard there. I'm the tallest person at this school. I also have the biggest beard at this school. So I stand out. I'm really easy to find in a crowd around here. This is my daughter, Effie. She's 5. She's starting kindergarten at Liberty Elementary, just down the road here this year, which we're really, really excited about. And this is my favorite educational quote. It's from Mr. Albert Einstein. It says, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid." And that's my favorite quote about education because education for me is all about understanding where a student is coming from, not prejudging them through some set of standards based on a textbook or a curriculum or anything like that. So that's really where my class is rooted in. That's where my class rules are rooted in as well. And those rules are really simple. Do your best to be on time. Do your best to be prepared. Do your best to be respectful at all times. Science is a challenging class. This is going to be one of your students' most challenging classes of the year, most likely. So the way that we keep this class going the best we possibly can is by treating everybody in this class with respect all the time. Believe it or not, that's what keeps the educational atmosphere the strongest all the time. So I will always be doing my utmost to be respectful to everybody in my class, and I will always demand that everybody in my class has the utmost respect, acts with the utmost respect towards everybody else in the room as well. Here's my contact information. I'll leave this up here for a beat if you want to get out your phone and snap a picture of it real quick. Again, I'm sorry I can't meet you face to face. If you're coming in right now and you're like, this is weird, why is there a video going instead of a person talking? The video will loop and it will explain things again. So this is going to loop in a moment. But yeah, here's my contact information. That is also on that flyer right by the front door. If you haven't grabbed one yet, please do. It's got my contact information as well. Short version of this, I am always very quick to get back to emails, to respond and communicate over email. And I really appreciate parent communication and student communication over email as well. Something else I would be going a little bit more in depth on if I were here, but maybe just snap a picture of this with your phone as well. The short version, attendance is just so important, especially with a challenging class like science. Students missing days can really put them way farther behind than you imagine. And it can dig a hole really quickly that's very hard for them to get out of. But if they're here every day and they're getting the new knowledge that we have for them every day, staying on top of things can all of a sudden become really manageable and really easy. Last thing before I loop this thing back again, I always do this one ask at the beginning of the year. Remember how you used to buy Kleenex boxes and whatnot for your elementary school classrooms? Consider buying a box of pencils or a box of pack of notebooks for my class. Even the most prepared students forget their pencil from time to time, and a lot of students, and some of you as parents are going, yep, that's my student, forget their pencil or lose their pencil every single day. And that was me in high school as well. So the way I like to curtail that is just come armed with a ton of pencils as the teacher, so we just don't have to worry about it. So if you would like to donate to that cause, so I can have your kids back in being prepared every single day, buy me a box of pencils, and then I can just make sure all those kids have a pencil when they need it, and we just don't even have to make a, a be worried about it. You know what I mean? So just a thought, if you want to snap one of these QR codes real quick, the pencils are actually the most needed thing. We do use notebooks in this class. Every student has a dedicated science notebook in this class. So if you could do that, that would be wonderful. And that's it. This video is going to loop in just a second. Again, thank you very, very much for coming. I know this is a little bit odd of a way to hit the open house for your science classroom, but again, I just don't want to take the risk of getting anybody sick. So this video is going to loop in just about 30 seconds here. Thank you guys so much for coming. And again, I do look forward to meeting you face to face sometime in the near future. Thanks a lot.